What's up guys, it's Eric back with another video, and today I kind of wanted to go over my exhaust setup and the things that I ran into, the pros and cons on it, to kind of help you whenever you do your exhaust on your C6. So it's pretty widely known, and if you don't know, Speed Engineering does make the most affordable header setup for these cars, and no way I am sponsored by them, but I will say this was a fraction of the price of buying American Racing or Cooks. The headers and X-Pipe I bought from them. I bought their multi-layer gasket, and as you can see, I used ARP studs. I used their spark plug wires. The whole thing was like $700 or $750 compared to over $1,400 if I would have went through Cooks or American Racing. So the price was in half. Now I will say, brands like American Racing and Cooks, their quality is top notch, so it's no discredit to them, but the majority of us that are building these cars, cost is the price point. And so from an affordability standpoint, they're pretty much second to none for fitment and quality. I was very impressed with this header setup. The exhaust on this thing tucks up really well. Very good. Texas Speed has a header for these cars, and they dip really low right here, and the collector is notorious for dragging pretty much where like your high flow cat would be, or where your high flow cats are on certain cars. It'll just drag the ground all the time. The fitment on this was like an 8.5 out of 10. The only real problem that I ran into when installing this, my friend Derek and I were doing this, and the X-Pipe and where it mounts to the muffler assembly in the back had a hard time fitting around the big, bulky automatic transmission in this car. I know you can't really see it, but on these, that exhaust goes all the way up over the differential and then back down. So it did make fitment a little bit hard, but we made it work. It wasn't a big deal at all. So it was $750 for this header and X-Pipe setup compared to some of the other brands. So there is a few things that I will nitpick on it. The clamps that come with these kits are not great. I purchased my clamps through Summit Racing. They were much better. For the 3 years I've had this exhaust, it's been 3 years and probably 12 or 13,000 miles, give or take. It's had no leaks, nothing like that, no rattling. It's been really resilient to any sort of problems, so I highly recommend just normal, not like V-band clamps, but just a heavier duty clamp that Summit sells. But overall, this thing's been pretty good. Drone is pretty minimal. It comes and goes. You know, it's got like a small one at 15 or 1600 RPM, and it'll come right back out of it. Other than that, it's great, honestly. But that's enough talking about it. I'll give you some clips on the road so you can kind of make a decision for yourself. Thanks.